Good morning, everybody. Hope everybody's having a great start to your day. My name is Jeff Street. I teach people how to make money from home, online, and just right now rereading the book, How to Win Friends and Influence People by Dale Carnegie. We're doing a discussion on Clubhouse and just, a powerful book. A book I've read, multiple times in my life, but it's interesting. A thought that I had this morning as I'm rereading the book. And I'm getting different. It's actually the second time this week that I've read the same chapter. And just today, my biggest takeaway from the chapter was something, good morning, Joanne, was something that I missed when I reread the chapter this past Saturday. Now, why is that? I think one of the biggest things is the fact that when we're reading or when we're listening, we get stuck on a certain point, and even though we move forward, we're still stuck on that point. So we're listening, but we're not really listening. We're reading, but we're not really reading. And that's why, repetition is the mother of all learning. And things that I found is the things on the pages don't change. The information in the pages don't change. But what happens is you change. And sometimes it's just one day's experience. Sometimes it's just one day's event. Sometimes it's just something that you're going through in your life that all of a sudden something hits you in a different way. And, I was reading the story this morning of a gentleman who was an airplane pilot, and he had gone to take off. It was him and two passengers, and then there they were on flight, and the plane malfunctioned. He had to go out and make an emergency landing, literally almost crashed, almost died, almost ruined the plane. And he said to himself, it's got to be the fuel. And sure enough, when he landed and he checked out the situation, there was the wrong fuel that was in the jet. And he went there, and obviously here he was, almost died, literally just had to save people's lives, ruined the plane. And all of a sudden he goes to the gentleman that put the jet fuel in the plane. And obviously that gentleman, was in a bad place at that point, had tears running down his face, thinking to himself, oh my God, I just messed up the biggest that I've ever messed up in my entire life. And obviously at that moment, it would have been really, really simple for him to just give him a tongue lashing, for him to say, get out, for him to say, listen, I never want to see you again, for him to even punch him in the face. But instead, here's what he said: to prove to you that I know that you'll never make this mistake again, I want you to service my plane again tomorrow. Just think about that. Think about the way that he handled that situation. I'll tell you what, I promise you that gentleman never made that mistake again, but think about the way that pilot handled that situation. What can you learn from that today? And I don't know why that part of the book, jumped at me today, this morning, more than it ever did before, but it hit me this morning in just the way, that we go out and deal with people. The way that we look at things that are going on, in our own lives, and just, again, the takeaways that we have. So repetition is definitely the mother of all learning. The pages in the book don't change, but you change. And as you change, the way that you read the material impacts you in a different way. So just some words here of the day. So drop a comment that says repetition, because again, repetition is the mother of all learning. Hope everybody has an incredible day. Share today's video if you think that somebody else can go out and get something out of today's message. My name is Jeff Street. I teach people how to make money from home, online. I'll see you guys tomorrow morning at 7 a.m. Central Standard Time.